Hello friends, Mark Holmes here reporting live from Quantico, Virginia, home of the Marine Corps Museum. And behind me, isn't she beautiful? The Vought Corsair, made famous by one happy Gregory Bowington. That's right, Major Bowington put together a group of 27 fighter pilots that were misfits, malcontents, guys that supposedly were about to be kicked out of the military. But together, they became one of the fiercest fighter squadrons in World War II in the South Pacific, with over 203 planes either destroyed or damaged, with 97 confirmed kills. I like to think of my Dallas Cowboys as black. Hello, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, and we're doing a little test tonight to see how well our system is working. Hadn't planned on doing anything live streaming. This is just a little impromptu to see if our live stream is actually working the way I hope it should. And wow, a bunch of you really jumped on really quick. So hopefully with the new Wi-Fi, the streaming doesn't freeze up on it. Hopefully I'll be able to bump up some of the stuff in here. And if this doesn't work, then I may need to go ahead and get another computer that's got a little bit more CPU and capacity. Love the shirt. Thank you. Well, so far so good. It looks like our live stream health is got a green, so I'm happy about that. And I'm actually watching the original opening here, and it actually lags behind. So what I see on the screen is delayed by about 10 or 15 seconds. But so far so good, and it doesn't look like it's freezing up. So everybody, how you doing? Yep, I'm here. There I am, finally up on there. Wow, you guys jumped on quick. Working great. Okay, so hopefully we have sound tonight. We actually have a picture that's not freezing up. I know there's still one problem that I don't think we're going to be able to fix, and that's this mug right here. I definitely can't do much with that, and some people are definitely not made for high def, and I think I'm one of those people. But hope everybody's doing really good. And like I said, this is just a little impromptu thing that I'm just trying out. Verizon came through, set a new box outside for me, and they hardwired it in. So it's definitely looking really, really good. In fact, I'm going to go through and try something settings-wise here and see what happens. So bear with me for a second here. You guys are my guinea pigs today. So we're going to actually go and buffer up a little bit, see if it clears up the picture any, to 4500, and we're going to go from very fast to faster, and hopefully we will still see a good picture in here. And save that. And we'll go back to the live stream now. Of course, it's got to take about 5 minutes for I actually see that up on the film. I can see your nose hair. Okay. Well, you definitely probably, the video may be better than I think then. What's going on, Dr. Blue, Sandman, Rob Bird, Raymond, Pablo, daggone, Tuesday night, there's this many of you. Sarah, what's happening, Sarah? David, Francis, Anthony Cruz, Cole Beasley, Francis Washington. Good grief. Guys, this was impromptu. You guys know I don't normally get on here like on a Tuesday night. This was just a test run. But I got to tell you, I just put up a video. Probably you guys haven't seen it yet. It's about the new Dallas. Stream health just dropped down. So that may end up being, too fast. Let me go back to it. But back to, real quick, the Dallas Cowboys have a new motto. Finish the fight, thank God, is finally put to bed. We did not finish the fight the last 2 years, so I'm kind of glad that that's actually gone now. And that we're on to something new. Now, the interesting thing is it's recommit every day. And I kind of like that because, to me, people will say, oh, are you having a good day? And I'm like, any day that I can actually physically get up out of the bed is a good day, And so recommitting every day, I kind of like that because, some days you just don't feel it. Other days, you're feeling great, but you want to be able to just kind of start fresh, start new every day, and go out there and put all force you can out there. So I kind of like that one. Macklin is better than Terrence Williams. Yeah, but Terrence Williams knows your system, and I got to tell you, Terrence Williams, you don't think it, but his numbers are actually really good. The problem with Terrence Williams is he is a definite number two wide receiver. He needs a good number one, and when Dez Bryant's been hurt and he's been the number one guy, he's just not that guy. A guy who he reminds me a lot of is Alvin Harper. Alvin Harper, with our boy Michael Irving, played fantastic. But when he ended up going to Washington and Tampa and had to be the guy, couldn't do it. Yeah, Verizon ended up changing my main box outside, so that way I've definitely got more speed out there. So it's seeming like it's not freezing. But I'm also, as you guys know, I'm technology challenged. And so I'm kind of learning my way through all this stuff. The other problem that I have, and see, okay, so I just got back to a green light, is that the laptop that I use over here is a little bit older. I think it's maybe an i3 chip in it. So I actually need to get, with multiple cameras that are going on, the microphone and all that, it eats up a lot of CPU. So what I actually need to do is need to upgrade my computer. So I'm going to end up probably next month ended up getting a dedicated desktop computer and end up putting all the bells and whistles in there, so that way it's dedicated just for live streaming down here. But that'll be, another investment that'll go on. Waiting on OT Media tomorrow. Yeah, OTA Media. Yeah, that'll be great to see that. Oh man, I tell you what, Elliot. I think the Dallas Cowboys are not doing a whole lot of talking. They're low key. They're getting along. They truly seem like a family to me. But I think those losses to the Giants have eaten at them, and I think they're focusing in on that first game. And I got to tell you, I think they're going to come out gangbusters and knock the crap out of the New York Giants. I don't think it's even going to be close. But, that's, of course, speculation. That's also a bit hope, and that may be the homer in me, too. But I think it's going to be a great game for the Cowboys. Shamel, forgive me and guys, I've had a couple of email me and stuff that say they love the show and all that, and then I butcher up names. I'm sorry. Between not wearing my glasses because the glare from the lights ends up kind of going through and does all kinds of different things, and I'll be honest with you guys, pronouncing names and reading is just not my thing. Math problems, hey, I can do anything you want up here in my head and all that. I can remember stuff, but like reading from a chart and all that or a script, can't do it. When I do these videos and stuff like that, it's just flat out, I'm just having a conversation with you guys. I'll put a couple of notes and topics of things that I want to cover, but my notes, Holy Ways, are you a closet Dallas Cowboy fan? Because, you were one of the first ones to comment on one of my videos yesterday. Are you literally sitting around waiting for me to have a video come out? I mean, dude, or are you just a stalker? It's kind of funny. But I just talk off the top of my head because people are like, well, where do you get your scripts? Who does? It's like nobody does my writing. It's just a lot up here, and I don't know. Maybe I'm partially, a Rain Man or something rather, and just can't shut up. But talking has never been a problem for me. So if I butcher up your name, understand, don't take it personally. I just suck at reading names. Okay. We got Webb in the house. How about them Cowboys? How you doing tonight? Francis Washington, Shipman, Brian Harper, Dad Green. Damn. Maybe I need to do impromptu live streams more often. David, Blue Stars, because got quite a few people here tonight. I was just going to do this for a couple of minutes just to see how the feed and everything worked on here. It's still a little slow. Let me try and do one or more adjustments. So bear with me for a second, guys, while I go back to settings. I'm trying to get the best output and stuff for my system. And CPUs, we'll go to super fast. Okay. So this is kind of like a little test run, partially because I wanted to see if Verizon actually did a job for me or not, or if it was they sold me a bill of goods. Okay. Change that setting. We'll see how that does. Um, But there hasn't been a whole lot of news out of Dallas the last two OTA days. I'm kind of surprised. They're kind of keeping it quiet the last couple of days. Um, I'm hearing so many good things about Rico Gathers that, from Dak Prescott, um, even Jason Witten. A lot of people are talking about how good, Rico is. Now, of course, being a basketball player and the size that he is, he's used to jumping up in the air and getting the ball, so that may bode well for him. Question will be is how is he going to get down the terminology and get down the pass routes, and of course, how good is he going to be at blocking? And the biggest problem we seem to have with tight ends, other than Jason Witten, is how healthy can he stay? So if he can kind of conquer those things, you know, it could be interesting. So we're hearing, okay, Sandman, I hadn't heard that. Odell's holding out of camp due to his contract. Okay. NFL Live discussed it. I'm going to have to check that out. I think, I'll be honest with you, and Giant fans that are out there, you feel free to troll me and tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. But I got to tell you that I'm feeling like that's going to be a powder keg this year. With Brandon Marshall's still one of those guys that, it's a me, get me the ball guy. You got Odell that's the same way. Zachary, I believe yours went out today, buddy. I ended up putting a bunch of them out in the mail today, as well as, let me look at this real quick. Our buddy in Philadelphia, I apologize. Yours came back to me because the zip code was wrong on it, and I put it back out in the mail today. But Zachary, yes, Zachary, yours went out today, as well as Jesse Orts also went out today. So we actually sent out a few of those shot glasses. Those are on the way. And Caesar's working on making up some of our T-shirts as well. So we're definitely going to have some stuff on there. And our buddy, Jeremy, this package is headed for you, buddy. I don't know if you're on the road or not. But it'll be there waiting for you when you get there. Zachary, come on, man. I didn't mean Zachary Fletcher. Come on, man. Damn, I don't have any cash down here. Okay. Damn, I hadn't planned on getting anything down here. I didn't even bring any money down here, so the jar gets another $5. I appreciate that. This was just kind of a test run to see how well the Wi-Fi works. Hopefully, it is playing well. Do I think Switzer could be as good as Amendola for the Patriots? Well, Danny Amendola actually started out with the Dallas Cowboys in camp. The problem with Danny Amendola is he has a problem staying healthy. So I'm hoping he does better than Danny Amendola, but I think he definitely is a playmaker type with his lack of size, with his speed and his fearlessness. I think he's going to be a great kick returner, and I think they're going to end up doing some dual slot receiver work between him and Cole Beasley out there. I think we just have a lot of weapons that it's going to be difficult for people to stop. And Rico Gathers will destroy the middle of the field. Well, he's got that size that he can definitely get in there. Now, one thing I didn't realize today when I was actually doing some of my research, because, whenever I have a minute or two at work, I'm always, on the internet looking for any information and stuff, taking as many articles and stuff together and putting it together. And I'm doing great. Landros, I'm doing great tonight. That Preston Pearson was actually a basketball player as well. And I didn't realize that. That was another one. There was one other player that the Dallas Cowboys had that converted that was another really good player that was a basketball player. So maybe lightning strikes 3 times in a row, and that would be fantastic. Yeah, understand that I meant Terrence Williams and not Terrence Newman. And it's funny because I was talking with a friend about Terrence Newman the other day because he used to be down in Dallas and he used to hang out with Terrence Newman and stuff. So that was just one of those brain farts that I had. Understand, I got hit in the head a lot playing football and I've had a few concussions. So I will kind of make mistakes and not even realize it and just keep on going. So yes, I meant Terrence Williams, not Terrence Newman. Yeah. You guys always catch me. What can we do for the defense side of the ball? Shipment, I would say get Richard Sherman personally. I like guys that are playmakers, guys that cause turnovers, guys that get into your head a bit. So I'd like a little bit edge. I don't get me wrong. Sean Lee is a fantastic leader. He's quiet. He leads by example. He goes out there, goes to work, does his job. But sometimes you just need a little edge, a little guy that's going to kind of tweak things up. A Charles Haley that'll bark at you and basically say, I'm going to fuck you up, and then proceed to, excuse my language, to do it. So that's why I kind of look for that edge guy. I look at Byron Jones, great player and all that, but Byron Jones, you never hear from him on the field. Anthony Brown, did you ever hear anything from Anthony Brown? He played well, but you need a guy that's going to go ahead and stir up the troops. A guy that's going to go ahead and get in people's faces and say, you're going to knock the snot out of it, and if somebody gets 2 inches on there, I'm going to put a foot in your ass. That's the kind of guy that you need on that defense, I think, to kind of bring it together. Because you've got right now a lot of those parts. They're young. They're going to develop and stuff like that. But you need that guy that just kind of gets in your face. That's why I think that would be a big help with that defense, especially with all the young cornerbacks that we have. I would love to see somebody there to kind of nurture them, bring them along, and kick their ass. Well, to me, Lewis, I think Eli has already fallen off the cliff because you look at him, he is no longer the elite quarterback that he supposedly once was. Eli Manning has been a turnover machine for the last 5-6 years. You get enough pressure on him, he will flip it out of there. That second game we played him, my God, we should have had 6 interceptions that were literally in our guys' hands and they just couldn't hold on to them. I can't wait to see all these guys with pads on. I can't wait for that opening game. I got to show you guys something. Oh, my goodness. I got my Father's Day present a little bit early from my son. And check this hat out. Tell me that's not the bomb. I mean, damn. Look at that star. Holy moly. The new era team hat. And I just got to figure out where I'm going to put it. Hats off to Michael. Let's see if there we go. Joe Boo's wearing the hat. Actually, looks pretty damn good on him. We may have to keep that on him. Double tight end formation. That could be interesting. Yeah, I thought that was a Cowboy Joe Boo hat. No, that's actually a draft hat. Billy, holy moly. Damn. Again, I didn't bring any cash down here, man. My son is, it's actually kind of cool because my son is over here watching, huh?
That's Jalen Smith.
Yeah, oh, snap. My son is actually over here on his PlayStation watching TV, and we're watching some clips of Jalen Smith. And Jalen's moving around pretty good, and I got to tell you, he looks good with that helmet on. What's up? Recommit every day. That's the Dallas Cowboys' new motto, and I definitely love it. And I think in the mornings, when I do my morning videos, that I'm going to start out with recommit every day will be our call thing, as opposed to don't quit your day job, because I definitely can't quit my day job. One, I love it. Two, I got to pay them bills. But thank you, Billy. Billy Sarducci. I like that. Billy Sarducci. I love that last name. Thank you very, very much, man, because all that money is going back into the Joe Boo Sports Report, and we are going to have some serious tailgates coming up this season, and I'm hoping to be able to come to as many games as possible. So I appreciate all that. Jesse, how you doing, man? Do I think the Boys should sign Washington or Harris? Let me think about that one. Let me think about it. Harris is a little on the old side, so I'm not sure about that one. Hey, I actually got somebody's name right. I got Billy Sarducci's name right. Okay, let me go ahead and give myself one. I didn't butcher your name up. They're going to definitely be playing some double tight end sets, although they may be running out of those double tight end sets as well. We've got to come up with a nickname for that offense, okay? I like to think of them like a Hydra, but Hydra is just not like a great name. I mean, but it fits it because a Hydra was a multi-headed beast. You could cut off one head, and another one would end up taking basically its place. And that fits the Cowboys in a mythological. God, where the hell did that come from? In a mythology type of a thing. Francis Washington, thank you, man. Now I'm gonna have to go back through and add this up and go get some money and bring down, because when you think about it, that offense is gonna keep defensive coordinators up. Because think about this: you can run with the 5 offensive linemen that you have. Okay, you've got such a good offensive lineman, and I think La'el Collins is going to be a big upgrade over Doug Free this year. That literally you still need to put 7, 8 men in the box, even if you have 4 wide receivers to stop that run. And if you do put 4 wide receivers, you're stretching out the field, and you're going to make those bigger gaps. But hypothetically, you put 8 men in the box because they're just running on over you, with the tight end that's blocking. So then you've got the motion going in. You've got Zeke Elliott doing a dive. You've got all the motion of the offensive line going to the left. And then you get Dak rolling out. And, of course, if by chance nobody's open, he can run. He doesn't want to run, but he can run. Or you got one-on-one coverage with Dez Bryant. And I think Dez Bryant right now is feeling like a young man. He's been working with Dak Prescott. They're going to have that repertoire. He is going to be going deep, possibly taking 2 guys with him. And you got that going on. Then you got Cole Beasley, or you've got Ryan Switzer in the slot. And then you got Terrence Williams on the outside. How the hell do you stop that Hydra? It's pick your poison. It don't matter which one you pick. Any one of them can kill you. Your best bet may be cover the receivers and hope that your defensive line can stop Zeke. At least that's a slower death, because I think that is going to be the deep ball central next year. If I could have one player from the Eagles, Holy Ways, I would take Fletcher Cox in a heartbeat. Without a doubt, Fletcher Cox, Holy Ways. And Holy Ways, Holloway, who would you take if you could take any Dallas Cowboy? That's the big question. Who would you take? Would it be Dak Prescott, or would it be Tyron Smith? Tell me. So, again, that offense, the only thing that could stop that offense, and literally stopped it last year, was themselves. How many times did we have penalties bring back 30 and 40-yard gains? How many times do we have the officials call the unsportsmanlike penalty on Bryce Butler of unsportsmanlike conduct? See, people forget about that. Unsportsmanlike conduct for going into the huddle that he actually didn't go into, because that would have been a first down on the 12-yard line. Instead, it was 2nd and 30 from the 49-yard line. You talk about a swing of 38 yards on that one play alone. Doug Free, again, Cliff, I didn't want to go ahead and beat a dead horse, but Doug Free let a whole lot of guys free and had a lot of penalties. A couple of those fumbles that Dak had, he was back here passing, and it was just like Doug Free did the Ole block. And if you don't know what an Ole block is, it's when you kind of go, Ole, and let the guy go right past you, because that's what it looked like. So, yeah, I think that La'el Collins is going to be a big upgrade on that end, and is definitely going to set that edge. Now, the question will be who will be the guard. But that offense, a lot of people look at Terrence Williams and say, we should have gotten rid of him and upgraded. But I got to tell you, for him to take the deal that he did, basically getting $4 million a year, we couldn't have got anything better for him without spending $7-8 million. But then you've got a learning curve of that guy coming in. I think that the Cowboys did the right thing of keeping this offense, quote unquote, Dak Prescott friendly, because this offense is suited definitely for Dak. Dak Green, I'm hoping that Joe Boo's mojo is working, man. A wall of Mexicans. There you go. Jerry did that. Definitely agree, Jackie. Our offense lacks speed. Okay. But see, I disagree with you, because to me, the Cowboy offense is an old school offense, okay? Because what happens in football is this. The NFL tweaks the rules, and it forces change. If you notice how we used to have those 40 and 50-point games on a regular, because passing became the thing. because of the unnecessary contact and pass interference and literally just touching the quarterback. Jeez, oh flip. Um, Ricky Lee. Why are they wishing so hard? Because or why are they wishing so hard for Dak Prescott to have a slump? Because nobody picked him to actually be a success. Because when you think about all the talking heads that are talking about Jared Goff, who may end up having a guy who was a fourth round draft pick start over him, that everybody said that he is the most NFL ready guy, they don't want to see Dak succeed because that proves how wrong and stupid they are. That's the first thing. The second thing is they hate the Cowboys. Third thing is anytime you say something negative about the Cowboys, you're getting us talking and saying, can you believe this guy said that Dak Prescott's going to have a sophomore slump? Or you're getting other teams that are saying, see, I agree with that guy. So either way, when you talk about the Dallas Cowboys, you're going to get clicks. And the crazier your idea is, the more people are going to talk about it. Stephen A. Smith has made a career of it, and Lord knows everybody talks about Stephen A., what he has to say. Well, I'm glad to hear that it hasn't frozen. The picture actually looks a little bit better, except for me. I still look old. So we're still dealing with that, but I don't think there's too much I can do on that one because I'm definitely not going to be doing makeup. Just sorry, that just ain't me. But that offense literally is kind of a throwback because offense has changed to speedy wide receivers, big guys that can jump up in the air. And, well, Billy, I actually haven't set that up yet. I'm going to probably end up doing it maybe later on this week on how to do the lace shelves. I'm still figuring out how much they cost and things like that. That was actually the 6-holder, and this is actually the one that actually holds 4. And I think they're kind of cool and kind of different. So I'll probably have them up on the site later on this week, and I'll probably have the shirts up later on this week as well. So still, I got a lot of stuff going on with my day job. But offense has changed for the deep ball because they knew one of three things were going to happen. Either you're going to complete the pass, it's going to be a big game-changing play. 2, you might get a pass interference or unnecessary contact and get a penalty. Or 3, your quarterback's going to get touched and you're going to get another 15 yards on a first down. So defense is geared to playing the pass. So you end up seeing smaller and smaller defensive linemen. So now you're looking at most of the defensive linemen, instead of being these 320, 330-pound immovable forces to stop the run, now you see guys that are fast, that are 260, 270, some of them even 255, that are defensive linemen. So, okay, so now we've got speed to get upfield to try and get that quarterback. Well, guess what? The Cowboys flipped the script. They went back to old school. Big, physical offensive linemen that literally pound you into submission. And if you notice, the Dallas Cowboys may start out a little bit slow, but by the end of the game, when you've got Tyron Smith at about 320 pounds, who's all freaking muscle with a six-pack, who's been leaning on your 270-pound ass, you're tired. Really tired. And at that point, they can just continue to run all over you. That would be a good pickup if they could find that Holy Ways. I didn't see who you thought who you'd like to get from the Cowboys in there. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and give Holy Ways a clap here because he comes in here, takes abuse and everything else, and he still stands up for his team. I appreciate a true fan, even if you are an Eagle fan. Well, that'd be interesting. The funny thing about you Eagles is it seems like you guys keep trying to get running backs, but you just can't seem to hit right on it. I mean, you had Shady and somebody let him go. I don't know who that was who came through who was a genius to let him go along with some of his other guys. I think Dan Skipper, the problem with Dan Skipper, you love his size and stuff, but I got to tell you, that height is a detriment. Because in football, it's the low man that wins. And at that size, it's hard for him to get lower than that defensive lineman. And I think he's going to have more problems. I think he'd actually be better at guard because those defensive ends are going to be faster than your tackles on the inside, where he can use more just brute force. You're dealing with a lot of speed coming off that edge, and I'm not sure that he would be able to do that. And I don't think that he is ready right now to be a starter in the NFL. I think he needs some time to get stronger and actually put on more weight. He is 310 pounds or so, but when you're 6'10", it's kind of spread out. And to give you an example, I'm 5'10", and I'm about 265. So what you're talking about is you're still kind of talking about lean. If you were to stretch me out and add another 40 pounds, it's really not that thick as you think. Well, I'm going to definitely, when I get off of here, I'm definitely going to check out that video of Jalen Smith because he was looking really good over here on the TV. But yeah, I love old time Smashmouth football, and for me, a lot of times, more so watching the running back or watching the wide receivers, I'm watching what's going on with that offensive line. And when you see a guy like La'el Collins go through, knock his man down, and then he's upfield, with the running back looking for somebody else to kill, I mean, that's football. I mean, you just got to love a guy that can do that kind of thing. Andrew, I've sent one already to, there's Mark who's over in England. I don't know where you're located. It does cost a little bit more for me to ship it there. If you do want one, go to the website and email me, and then that way I can tell you what the actual shipping will cost to ship it to wherever it goes. So definitely I can. It's Joe. Oh my God, Joe Boo's glasses. Poor Joe Boo. Joe Boo definitely needs a refill. I gave him a hat. Damn. All right, we'll get Joe Boo a refill. And I tell you what, since the live stream is definitely working real well, I'm going to pour myself a refill to go as well. So, Joe Boo, up your butt. That is tasty. She said, actually, it's a dude, believe it or not. It would be Zeke. That's interesting. Because I think you guys could use an offensive lineman better. But hey, what do I know? And I think, I'm still not sold on Carson Wentz. I'll be honest with you. I know he didn't do too bad for his rookie year and all that, but I got to tell you, I'm still not sold on him. I mean, just remember Nick Foles. He looked pretty damn good there for that 1 year, but then not so much. Yeah, Heath is one of those guys that he could definitely be a playmaker, but I'm not sure that he's going to be an every down player. I'm still kind of concerned that he's going to be ready to be an every down player. I could be wrong, and I hope I am, but I'm not sure for him to be a starter. I love him coming in nickel situations and coming in on special teams and things like that. But we'll see. We'll see what they do. But he's definitely a playmaker. Well, yeah, I agree with you on that, James. That the refs took a lot of plays away from the Cowboys in general. Yeah, I know it was Chip Kelly that let him go. I was just trying to kind of hit up on the Eagle fans there. I mean, he literally destroyed that team with his ego, and the fact that he was able to get a job with San Francisco immediately and destroyed that team. We'll see. Tyron will be, well, yeah, Jason Peters is going to retire soon. But here's the thing with me. I know Zeke is fantastic right now, but see, running backs are one of those things that they don't hold up, generally speaking, for too long. You don't have too many Adrian Petersons, and Adrian Peterson right now, he's definitely on the twilight of his career. Offensive tackles, the guys that can keep your quarterback upright, to me, I got to tell you, that is more important than anything else. But then, I've always believed in the offensive line. I am an offensive lineman and defensive line person. I believe you build from the outside, the offensive line and defensive line out. I don't drink, but I'll get a bottle. Okay. Yeah, well, you don't have to put rum in there. You can put grape juice if you like. Somebody was asking about a sticker on my truck. What? Oh, do I have a Dallas Cowboys sticker on my vehicle? Actually, no, I don't. I actually carry Joe Boo around most of the time. I do have a flag that I put up for game days and stuff like that. But I have a Cowboys flag on the front of my house. My basement here is completely Cowboys. All my neighbors know how much I love the Dallas Cowboys. And definitely I support my Cowboys all the way around. What I may do in the near future is I may go ahead and get myself like a white SUV, like an Expedition or something, and end up getting a nice big blue star on there, which I think will look real good. Um, well, Sergeant Pete, yeah, I agree with you. If you have a great offensive line, you can make an average running back look like a Pro Bowler. Take Darren McFadden, who averaged 3.3 yards a carry for 3 years running, came to Dallas and averaged 4.6. So, yeah, a good offensive line does make a difference. And when you look at Darren McFadden, when he was with the Raiders, part of the reason why he was always hurt, I will say, because he was getting hit in the backfield. And when you're getting hit in the backfield, you're getting hit by defensive linemen, generally speaking, that are piling up on you, as opposed to if I can get past the line of scrimmage, I'm usually taking more of glancing blows from linebackers and cornerbacks, and it's usually not a gang tackle so much per se. And that's part of the reason why you saw Darren McFadden all of a sudden, boom, look like a young man again, that offensive line. And I had actually a formula that I called it, but the Great Wall of Dallas equals +1, which is any running back who's running behind that line will up their average by at least a yard just because that offensive line is so dominant. Um, I agree with you, Jackie, on Jeff Heath. That yeah, he made some interceptions and stuff, but I don't think he's an every down player. Um, oh man, Randy White, he was definitely the manster. He was unbelievable. Joe Boo bobbleheads. I looked into that, but the only problem is to get them. They're basically about $60 a piece, and you got to order at least 20 of them, and that's a pretty big investment that I don't necessarily have right now. Um, Bobby Johnson, don't forget about the big size T-shirts for the overweight lovers in the house. Bobby, what size you need? Because I will tell Caesar to make sure he makes up one for you now. What I've got coming right now is I've got some 2X, and I've got some extra large ones that I'm actually getting made up, and some larges for now. But tell me right now what size, and I'll tell Caesar to make one up today. Or I'll tell him tomorrow so that way he'll get the shirts, and he'll make them up this weekend. But damn, why is the time flies so fast with you guys? It is almost 10 o'clock, and I can't believe that. I just came on here literally for just like, I just wanted to test this out. I feel great about the whole internet. It's doing fantastic. And the next thing I know, we're talking about the Dallas Cowboys going on 40 minutes. Jeez. And all you guys jumped in here like crazy. That's just amazing. Um, yeah, we definitely need to get a taco truck for tailgating. Um, hey, how you doing, Matt? Bill B, David, Adrian, Francis Washington, Bobby Johnson, 5XL. You need a 5XL? Okay. I'm not sure he can get a 5XL. I can get a 4XL because I think I actually I may have a 4XL right now, actually from last year's, but I'm not sure I can get a 5, but I will see what I can do. Let me know if 4 will work. Good question. I believe they're all cotton. In fact, I think they're all 100% cotton. Um, and they're made in American by a Mexican. No, but seriously, but yeah, just kidding on that one. But yeah, they're made in America and they're all cotton. Um, it's 6:50 in Cali. Yeah, I bet it's beautiful in Cali right now. Sarah, I'm glad that she joined. Sarah, you and Jackie and Letitia, you guys are like clockwork. Anytime I'm on here, you guys are always here, and I appreciate all the love and support from you guys.
Would I extend Lyle Collins? Oh, hell yes. I mean, you got him for peanuts to begin with. If anything else, you owe him more money. I mean, as a rookie, the guy played fantastic. You look at the shape that he's come in, ready to go. Um, yeah, I would definitely extend Lyle Collins. Are you kidding me? Do you know how many people would snap up Lyle Collins and the money that he would be worth? Yeah. Um, order a size up. Okay. But there you go. But Blue Hydra, there you go. That actually sounds better than just plain Hydra. The Blue Hydra, yeah. Um, all right. So a lot of you guys want shirts. Well, I tell you what. Do me a favor. I was only gonna get a few shirts printed up for now, just to start out with. I was getting like 12 or so. But if you guys want a shirt, what I'll do tomorrow, I will put a link up for it. But shit, then I got to figure out how to do the sizes. Oh crap. Oh, it's so hard being not technology salvo. I tell you what, do me a favor. Go to my website, thecowboyjoeboo.com, and just send me an email and tell me what size that you will order. So that way, at least I'll order those. When I get it all figured out, how to do the seal key and stuff on the site, then you can go ahead and order it. But that way I'll know, okay, do I need to get some mediums or some large or whatever for them. But what they'll be is they'll be the gray. In fact, I've got it right here. Hold on. See, I love this new program here. Just email me at the Cowboy Joe Boo, or right there, the cowboyjoeboo.com. Just send me an email and say, Mark, I'm going to order a shirt and it's going to be a large or an extra large or 2XL or whatever size it is. That way I can start getting a count on them. And then when I figure out how to do the sales key and stuff on the website, then you can go ahead and order it directly. But then I can let, yes, honey, I'm actually live streaming at the moment. I'm almost done. I was checking out the new system. That's the good old wife wondering what I am doing. Um, so email me that, and then that way I'll get a count on the shirts and stuff, and we'll get you guys going. So I'm going to actually get ready to get out of here because, again, this was just a little test run. I appreciate all you guys coming in and letting me know that it all works good. Um, oh, man. What kind of cigars does Joe Busso? Well, we got some, Maria, we got some actually Cuban cigars when we were in Mexico, but we've got a few. Oh God, what is his name? Coach from the God, I'm having a brain fart. The Ramos went straight to my head. Mike Dick cigars. We have some of those in there and some other ones, but any good cigar will do. Um, well, thank you, Adrian. I appreciate that. Sarah Green. Good night, Sarah. Good night, everybody. Again, thank you guys for tuning in and letting me know that the live stream works really good. We'll be up Friday night, and I will definitely be doing some other stuff to make this even more fun. And Jeremy, your shot glass holder is going to be going out in the mail tomorrow. So as always, friends, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Boo Sports Report. And I'm glad that the live streaming is definitely going to be working a lot better. Have a great night, and I'll see you.